All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So I kind of want to give you an update on my S22 Ultra. This is obviously one of my daily drivers. The main daily driver actually with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which is what I'm recording with, and also the newly announced Pixel 6a. So cases, as you saw me bring over this device right here, showing the case. If you haven't seen this video, this is Tudia's latest case. I'll be sure to post that soon. I don't know if I've posted it yet, but I will. Been using this case right here for actually about 3 to 4 days, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So we'll get into that. But the leather case from Samsung, to me, has proven to be the best option. Now, there's a lot of cases out there for manufacturers. I've been technically using this for 3 months, and I rotated between the Rinky Onyx, which is one of my favorite cases, and I go to the Rinky Onyx for grip, but for form fitting, just a nice setup, the OEMs are stepping their game up. Now, granted, this case is expensive. I think it was $50 I paid for it or something like that. But the point is, it's the best option for your device, I would say. So if you're in the market for a case, I definitely love supporting other OEMs with their cases, and I actually use all the cases that I bring onto the channel. But sometimes I flock to one and I end up using it more than others. So about 95% of the time I've been using probably this case. I'm not really sure the tracking the time, but this is the one that the go-to, I would say. If I'm going out somewhere and I don't want to feel the phone, or I want just a more rounded shape, this is the one to get. For some reason, it just feels really good. And I think also it's the way it looks. The leather also is holding it really well. We'll get into that. But the fact that it's cut out around the entire camera there, that's kind of it just makes it more appealing, I guess. And I really want to keep the device in pristine condition, because I have this blue version right here, which is pretty much non-existent in a lot of places. You just can't get it. I've seen it to where they were in, and I've seen it to where it's sold out. If you have this blue version, I think you got one of the best colors out, to be honest. I think you have probably one of the best colors out. It is just a great combination, and they did a fantastic job with this. So keep it in pristine condition if you can. But I think my case of choice keeps going back to this case for a number of reasons. First of all, the interior of here is kind of microfiber, and so it's going to keep the device nice and pristine on the inside. A lot of cases that we have today don't have a microfiber innards in there, and it's just like the same hard plastic that's on the outside. And so while this case does cost $50, there's some things that almost make it worth it in the end if you're going to keep your device for a long time and you're not doing any upgrades. So this internal area right here that's covering, it covers the entire device, man, all around. It covers the whole back side where it can be damaged, which is this blue area. So all the blue area is covered by this microfiber material here. So that's a huge plus. And then on the sides, you've got the softer, it's like a softer leather feel. The leather kind of wraps up at that point. But the fact that this is leather, you can see how it's wearing. Now, I was scratching on it earlier. I had some dents or something on there, but leather should feel even better over time. I've got real leather wallets, and they feel great. I'm talking about leather wallets I've had for easily 15 years, maybe 20, and some even 40. Those were cowhide, actually. I have one cowhide wallet, and that wallet is actually was passed on to me from the 1920s, believe it or not. So it's a beautiful wallet. It's still in pristine condition. And then this leather case, if I'm getting back on track here, leather just should wear great. It should wear good, and this one is actually holding up. Now, if there's any dislikes or anything about this case, I just think it's taking it on and off. If you have to take this on and off, it's not the easiest, because you can see it wraps around the device. It wraps all the way around, like to every corner. So it's a really snug fit, but it actually does have some lip protection, believe it or not. When you lay this flat on the table like this, the glass is not actually touching the surface. So, and a lot of cases today have lip protection, but this is a fairly thin case, and I have dropped this phone in this case before. Now, thank goodness I haven't dropped it on direct cement with this, but I've definitely dropped it on some hard surfaces from about 3 to 4 feet, and I don't have a tempered glass on here anymore, and I don't have any screen protector on it anymore. So I was like, oh, please don't crack the screen, because I don't use insurance and stuff like that. But this has been holding up very well. So if you look at the corners and everything right here, you can see, okay, it's a little banged up on the corners, but it's still in really good condition. this is a huge plus and a huge win for Samsung. The other leather cases that I've seen from some other manufacturers were horrible. Like my case for my iPhone 13 Pro Max was trash, man. I swapped it out and I think I sold it off and got a silicone case from Apple, and I liked it. But you know, having this little small tiny lip, this case right here really keeps the form of this device and makes me want to use it even more because it's such a good, strong fit on here. So if you were concerned about Samsung's leather case, if you're one of those people who are searching for a case for your device, that one case that you just don't want to shop anymore, at this point in the game, I've had this for 3 months and I can highly recommend it to anyone. I officially had this for a little over 3 months and I'm actually using it. It's getting beat up, it's getting dented and scratched up, and it still looks good, it still feels good. And I do have some leather cleaner, but I haven't used it yet because I'm like, I don't want to use it yet. I don't want it to be slippery and everything like that. So I wanted to keep it the way it is. And it's got lots of grip on it for it to be a leather case. You know, I also bought the silicone case too. Remember, I reviewed them both. And the silicone case was just way too slippery. I kept it though. It's still pretty much brand new in the box. I only used that case for about 2 weeks or so. And maybe 2 weeks on and off. And it just wasn't to my liking. So it feels good. It's just a little too slippery. It didn't collect a lot of lint and anything like that, but it just was a little too slippery for me. So, but anyway, the leather case from Samsung, the official leather case from Samsung, is the official case I would recommend for your S22 Ultra. I know the S22 Ultra now has been out for maybe, about 6 months, but some of you guys might have been contemplating getting this and you didn't know if you want to spend that $50. So hopefully by now you have some coupons or you catch a sale with Samsung or something. But I'll leave a link down below to grab both if you decide to grab the silicone or the leather case. But I think this case is totally worth it. I rarely follow up on cases, but I just wanted to talk about it, you know, because it is really, really nice. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Stay tuned for more coverage. We've got the Z Fold 4 coming my way. We'll see what that's about. Take care.